Yeah, I can tell you guys love me. That's or don't, but that's okay because we're going to get started anyway. You guys are comics too, right, comic? That's why you're looking at me like y'all hate guys that host the open mic things. I know it. That's okay though. That's the way I feel too when somebody else is doing it. That's all right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started here. We're excited. You should be very excited. This gentleman's his first time on stage, and I pondered whether or not I should even say that this is his first time on stage. But you know what? That's a special moment because we can all remember, hopefully, when our first time on the stage. And a little tough sometimes. And I would not say this. I would say this is not the most conducive place to do your first time on stage. We'll be at Uncle Pearle's on a Wednesday night in Buford, Georgia. But he's going to give it a shot, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all give it up for Mr. Brandon Columbero, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon.
Thank you. Good to be back in Buford. Went to high school here, then left for college in South Carolina, so it's good to be back. Actually, I had to Google map the directions to this place, and I found out something interesting. When I was Googling it, I found that Buford is, locationally, it's between Atlanta and fucking nowhere, because there's really nothing around here. We have Atlanta, that's pretty much it. I mean, you go north, and basically you got Tennessee, which is basically run by the Cast of Deliverance, and then, you know, you can go west, Alabama, but you know, they got family trees there, but they don't branch. You know, the phone book in Alabama is about, 1 million people and 15 last names. You know, you thumb through everything, you're like, how many Jeffersons you got in here? Yeah, you can go south, Florida, nice, sunny, dumping ground for all the almost dead. And then you can go west to South Carolina, and there pretty much women still have not learned to write and vote, I don't think. I think they're still working on that in South Carolina. So, I mean, you know, it's nice. Good to be back. The good thing about Buford, though, is it's close to Atlanta, so you can enjoy that big city atmosphere of Atlanta, but it's just further enough away to where when I see a black guy, I'm not terrified, and that's nice. But actually, I wasn't born here in Buford. I was born in Indianapolis, Indiana, and you know what a fun thing to do in Indianapolis is? Pack up and get the fuck out. It's best game we used to play when we were kids. But the only thing in Indiana really is corn and Peyton Manning. It's about the only two things there.
Go Colts.
Go Colts. Named after my own heart. As you heard, when I was graciously welcomed on stage, my name is Brandon Columbero. Last name is Italian. And the literal translation of it in Italian is pretty cool. It can mean one of two things. It could either mean keeper of the peace, which is neat. Or it can mean man who shits in shoes. It's either or. It's a regional dialect, and still working on it. But first question right out the gate, I've ever asked when being Italian, they're always like, hey man, you in the mafia? You in the mafia, man? That'd be cool. Set the record straight tonight. No, I am not in the mafia. However, I have made a man sleep with the fishes once. It's kind of accidental. I left my copy of Finding Nemo on the couch, and my roommate slept on it. But I feel that still counts, in a way, halfway. But, no, you know, I think the mafia really needs to work on its PR image. It doesn't have a good image. People think it's violent, corrupt, lawless, out to pollute every facet of society. And a lot of people don't know the South actually has something similar. I believe you call them Baptists. But I heard 3 guns just cocked back there. No. But, it's great to be here. And, I'll start off with some jokes now. We got to know each other a little bit. So, let's see here. Starting off. Has anyone ever tried to squeak out a fart and just full on shit their pants? Anyone? Show of hands. You think I was upset? You should have seen the kids at that birthday party. You have no idea how hard it is to get shit stains out of a clown suit. Oh, wow. What was that, sir? Talk about technology? You got it. Okay, well,
technology.
I heard something the other day on watching television, and it was quite an amazing story. It was an army that was doing a mission over one of our bases here, and one of the men got too close to the back end of the airplane, and the wind blew his pocket open, and his iPhone fell out of the plane. Plummeted thousands of feet to the ground. The man, distraught, comes back to the base, telling his friend the story. His friend doesn't even bat an eye. He says, don't worry about it. We're going to find that phone. It's going to be back in your hands by dinner. Get out of here. This phone fell from a plane. It's gone. He's like, no. He says, I got an iPhone too. And he goes, got an app on it. Apparently it's called Find Your Phone. And so they use this Find the Phone app. And they go out driving because apparently every iPhone has a GPS locator. So they use the GPS locator, go out, find the guy's phone that fell from a plane, okay? And then once they get right on top of the GPS signal, they call it. They listen to where the phone is, they find the guy's phone still in working condition. That is amazing. And after I heard that, I immediately went to one of my friends who had an iPhone, because I said, I wanted to find more about this whimsical creation. And so he's telling me about it, and I'm like, well, what can it do? What can it do? And he's like, well, it can, find a restaurant for you. He's like, it can find your movie times. He's like, it can, pick up, find good places to go buy clothes. And that's amazing. I was just like, I was literally intrigued, because I'd never seen anything like this before. It was a very interesting piece of technology. I sort of playfully nudged him. I said, man, I go find a restaurant. I go find movie times. I go, basically, this phone can do everything except jerk you off. And then there was a pause. And needless to say, 99 cents later, his iPhone was waxing me like a surfboard. It even played with my balls the way I like it. It was unbelievable. But I think a lot of people forget, with all the technology around, stuff that used to do things before we had all the fancy gadgets and gizmos. For instance, phones used to play music. And music is a very interesting thing when you talk about it with the younger generation, because you really do date yourself. Kids nowadays, they have all their pop star icons and this and that. And I was talking to one of my younger nephews. I was trying to tell him, I was like, you remember when, artists used to get real excited on TRL when a music video would come out, and, it was brand new for their band, and they'd get real excited about it. And he just stared back at me, no reaction really, and I was just like, you remember that? I was like, well, do you remember TRL? I was like, do you remember music videos? I said, fuck it, do you just remember bands? I was like, I'm sitting here talking to a kid, and I'm sounding like a dinosaur, because I'm just like, do you remember when 4 young lads would get on the stage, and they'd strum instruments to create melodies? But it's not the case anymore. No, now they have all these pop stars. Pop stars is what the kids want. Pop stars like Katy Perry, who feels it necessary to perform with cupcakes on her tits. So I guess she's going after that chubby 13-year-old crowd. Then you have pop stars like Kesha, who really is a truly inspirational story. She gives hope to every girl that's ever woken up on the bathroom floor of a Denny's covered in vomit and, ever wanted to be a pop star. Because she made it. You got Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga, Jesus. Is it a woman? Is it a man? Is it a toaster? I don't know what the fuck it is. It scares the shit out of me. It just scares me. And then who rounds out this 4 horsemen of the pop stars apocalypse? Who is it? Justin Bieber. This fucking guy. Oh my God. Listen, if I wanted to idolize a 16-year-old boy, I'll just become a Catholic priest. But, listen. If these people... I'm getting the wrap it up sign. On stage too long. Okay, well...
Actually, the allotted time.
I'll wrap it up for you guys. I'll do one final joke, and I'll wrap it up. I went to a place recently called Cold Stone Creamery. And I don't know if you know there, but Cold Stone has 3 flavors. They don't have small, medium, large like we do. They have like it, love it, and gotta have it, which can be a little disconcerting because I wanted a medium amount of ice cream, but I ended up going with the like it size because I didn't want all the commitment that goes with the love it size. Imagine if I got the love it size there, and then I never went to that Cold Stone ever again. Then like a week later, Cold Stone's calling me on the phone, and I'm just like, hello? She's like, Brandon, this is Cold Stone, don't hang up. I'm like, how'd you get this number? She's like, Ben and Jerry's gave it to me, okay? Just listen. I haven't seen you around lately. You wouldn't be trying to avoid me, would you? And I'm like, listen, no, I'm not trying to avoid you. It's just on the other side of town. Gas is really expensive. And she's just like, but you said you loved me. I'll be like, listen, she's like, I should have listened to my mother. She told me you were one of those guys who was just going to lick it and quit it. And I'm just like, listen, it's not you, it's me. And she's just...